Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'll be showing you guys how I made this rainbow watercolor painting. All the materials that I'll be using will be listed in the description below. So let's get started. Firstly, I'm just going to be wetting my entire paper. For most of this painting, we're going to be using the wet on wet technique. And now I'm going to go in with a bright blue color and do like the top quarter of the painting. Now I'm doing sort of the same thing to the bottom half, but with like a lighter blue color, just because I feel like from the reference pictures that I was looking at, most rainbows have like a lighter shade underneath them, so this will just make it look more realistic. Now after all of that has dried up completely, I'm going to go in and re-wet just the part where the rainbow is going to be. And then I'm going to go in and add my colors. The wet on wet technique works perfectly with this, but you have to work a bit quickly because if the water dries, then your colors aren't going to be able to spread as much as they need to. So for this, I'm just going right across with my brush. And then after I add my second color, I'm going to go in between the two colors and just soften the edges out a little bit. And I'm just repeating the same steps for each of the colors here. With the last color, it kind of became hard to blend it properly because the water had dried up, which was my mistake, but I think I'll be able to fix that later. So now that all of the rainbow has dried up, I'm going to re-vet the bottom half of my painting, and I'm gonna go in and add some more blue at the bottom of the rainbow, just because I feel like the last color I added has sort of like a harsh line because the paper has started to dry up. So hopefully this will make it look better. While the paper is still wet, I'm going to go in and add some small clouds. These clouds are pretty random. I'm also going in later on at the top of the clouds and adding more darker paint just to give it more depth and make it look more realistic. After the clouds have completely dried up, I'm going to go in and add my mountain at the bottom of the rainbow. Now I'm going to be adding some pine trees right at the very bottom of my painting. This is just so that it doesn't look as empty as it does right now. I mean, you can go without adding the pine trees, but I mean, I like pine trees, so. Some of you guys were also asking me for a tutorial on pine trees. I used to be very intimidated by pine trees as well. I think the major thing that helped me with them was to just practice again and again. I basically just go in with a line first and then draw a couple of small branches at the top of the line and then just keep going down. As I go down, the branches are just going to become more bigger and more wider. There's also not one real way to make pine trees. There's many techniques and ways that people use. It's just a matter of practicing them again and again. After I'm done with that, I'm gonna add a couple of birds. That's like my go-to whenever I feel like a painting sort of looks a bit empty. I just go in and add birds. It just makes it all come together really well. And that's the end of this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Do give it a like and comment below if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.